Hi, I'm Quinn. I'm a technical director at Small Planet Digital, a mobile development agency in Dumbo, Brooklyn. For the last 8 years, I've been making mobile applications. But for the last year, I've been focused on making machine learning models, with the particular focus on making these run on mobile devices. The potential in this area is astronomical, and it's a very exciting time to be working on this. So while most likely we talked about what Apple contributed to machine learning field in this year's WWDC 2018, I wondered while I was thinking about it, what 6 minute lightning talk doesn't need an arcing theme? The correct answer, of course, is all 6 minute lightning talks do not need an arcing theme. But once you start thinking about a theme, it's hard to stop. So our theme today is DX, which is what? Not really a thing, but it should be. We spend a lot of time as Swift developers thinking about user experience, UX. But who thinks about the developers? Well, Apple's starting to. And I see maybe that DX could be the new UX. Could it be? I don't know. But there are definitely some cool signs that show that DX is improving. We're getting better at treating our developers with the love that they deserve. So 2 years ago, with Swift 3, we got the great renaming, which got all of the Cocoa libraries kind of up to par with consistent naming and Swiftiness and DXiness. Then last year, WWDC, Apple gave us CoreML, which is a framework that allows, in a very Swifty, DXy way, an application running on a phone, on the TV, on the watch, or a Mac to consume a machine learning model very easily, beautifully even. It does all the heavy lifting for us. It's really, really nice. This year, they gave us CreateML, which pushes the boundaries even farther because not just about consuming a model, but about training new models, which is really exciting because if you've ever tried it, you'll know that training a model in machine learning can be kind of a bear. So creating a model in a Swift environment that we're comfortable with and familiar with is great. I also see this as a step in the direction of bringing some professionalism and engineering approach to a field that's maybe a little Wild West, where sometimes it's hard to replicate findings in papers and things can be a little loose. This is a step in the direction of making machine learning, especially in the mobile space, more of a profession and more of a discipline. So I could tell you about CreateML, or we can actually use it to DX something, and that's what we're going to do. So I'd like to see show of hands. Who here feels like they could create a machine learning model that could categorize an image in a few hours today and have it running on their phone? Let the record show there are no hands. No hands. But so anybody that didn't raise their hands, I'm going to do my best in the next 2 minutes and 47 seconds to convince you otherwise. So we're going to make an image classifier, one that will differentiate my two cats, with Millie on the left and Miss Dorothy on the right. They're litter mates, so they kind of have similar appearances, similar patterns, a little difference in their color. One's dilute, one's concentrated. But so to make this image classifier, we have 100 images that are divided into two directories, training directory and validation. 85 images will be used for training in each of these, and the category name is the directory name, which is really lovely and simple. We reserve some images for validation. So let's go to Xcode, which has a lovely dark appearance. You know I'm using that. All right, so we're going to use a playground because that's very DX. Blank Mac OS playground. We'll just save it like that. All right, so we will import CreateML UI. This framework is for the playground. We'll create a builder object, an ML image classifier builder. Thank you, autocomplete. And then we'll show it in the live view. We may have to run this twice because of beta. Hey, beta and DX never go out together. So one more try. And we have our image classifier builder visible. All we do is drag this training directory up here, and we're training a model. Common law wisdom says you need 10,000 images per category and days or weeks to train a model. But with CreateML, boom, we're done already, which is crazy. Now we can drag these 30 validation images over here and see. Now you can see that these are not images like, hey, cantaloupe and airplane. These are a lot of various different things of two cats that are pretty similar. It got one of them wrong out of that, and you can see it in the confusion matrix. It missed 1 million classified it as missed. That's pretty good. We click here and save, very DX, and we have an ML model ready to go. So now, show of hands, who could make an image classifier model? Everybody sends a yay, very exciting. Okay, so one more thing, because it's dub. Turi Create, this fascinating thing under the radar. It is to Python what CreateML is to Swift. It allows us to create models very easily, but some different kinds of models. So as a teaser, this is something we're working on, a model for object detection that looks at the food truck lot here in Dumbo and will send out a tweet that says, hey, what's for lunch today? So thanks for watching.